to another exciting episode of Max
Max
Homes
Homes Real
Real
Estate.
Estate.
Cool. So, how's it going, Max?
It's
What's
going
the
great.
news?
Summer is kind of almost over. I mean, we are in the last week of August now. Schools are
Yeah,
starting in a couple of weeks.
yeah.
Labor Day is happening next weekend. So, yeah, everything is, we are slowly winding down to fall.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, all good things come to an end.
Yeah. No, let's see. Hopefully, we do have some good news in real estate.
Absolutely. We have some really good news in real estate.
Uh,
So maybe we can, without further ado, we can deep dive into the real estate market trends. So we'll pretty much follow the same format.
right.
For those of you who are new to our channel, welcome to our channel. So how we do this is we cover the GTA real estate, basically any Canadian news that impacts the real estate market, we cover that. And then we cover the GTA weekly market trends on a weekly basis, bi-weekly basis, so that folks who are actively looking to buy, sell, they have a real-time information on what's happening in the market to make an informed decision. And then our last section will be about mortgage rate changes as to what are the rates available in the market for the popular terms.
Okay.
So let me share my screen. All right, so section 1. So it's the inflation. So we got the inflation print for July, and
Right.
great news. The inflation came down from 2.9 to 2.7, which is a very good direction towards expecting another rate cut on September 4th.
Right.
And we don't have any, when unemployment is nothing, like unemployment is not bad, that the Bank of Canada has to hold on the rates. So with those two parameters, we are pretty much in a good position to expect another rate cut on September 4th from Bank of Canada.
Right. Right. Yeah, it's a good news from market perspective and also from mortgage holders perspective.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Again, even though we got 50 basis points as of now, there hasn't been any uptick in the real estate market.
Yeah, I think
Like we predicted, I mean, we need at least 100 basis points to see some kind of significant uptick in the real estate market. So hopefully we get that before the end of the year.
okay.
So
So rough, yeah.
yeah, this slide is we want to give you a historic rundown of our Bank of Canada's policy rate starting from 2000. So if you see it, it was over 5.5% back in 2000. And the
Mhm.
rates really came down in 2008, 2010. That's when there was a global financial meltdown. And the
Right.
rates really came down, and then it started going up, and it was holding 1% for a long time. And then in 2016 it came down, and then in 2018 it started to go up, and in 2020 we hit the pandemic, and then they had to slash the rate really low. And in 2022 our inflation was over 8%, and the Bank of Canada had to raise the interest rate to really steep high to 5%. So that's the trend that we see here. And then now finally we see reduction in the policy rate. We got 2 rate cuts, so we are at 4.50 as of 2024. So
Okay.
yeah, so what we are anticipating is, unless we don't go into another recession or some kind of financial meltdown, we don't anticipate the rates to come down pretty fast. So it's going to be a soft landing. So it's going to take at least a year and a half, 2 years to come to a rate between 2 and 3%. That is where the recommended rate is. Anything to
Correct.
add, Vincent? Or?
No, we're good. Yeah. So we have three more rate announcements for this year. So market is expecting. I mean, 75% of the market. I mean, the forecast is that we are getting 25 basis points each in all these meetings. And as you said, by the end of next year, we are expecting to see that the rates are in between the neutral range, which is in between 2 and 3. So yeah, that would be again, Bank of Canada is promising, they are taking, one, I mean, the decision one at, I mean, one meeting, one at a time. So basically, they will track the data and see, how the market is moving. So that's what we here also we are doing. Like we would analyze the data as it comes in, whatever it is, like with respect to inflation, unemployment, and even from the GDP perspective. So we'll continue to track the data and see. So as of now, yeah, we are anticipating a rate cut in September, which would be a good news for everyone.
Yeah. And another news on the Canadian from CREA, Canadian Real Estate Association, is that
Yep.
with a lot of inventories rising in the market, it's a buyer's market, so the buyers have a lot of inventory to choose from. And however, the average price is still holding up, even though it came down by 0.9%, it's still holding up. So
Right. So it's pretty much what we are seeing in Toronto, right? I mean, like, yeah, as a country, like in Canada itself, we are seeing the same trend. Basically in the summer we didn't have much activities in the summer, but expecting to see some uptick in the fall, as we had some rate cuts, and also historically we do see more transactions in the fall season.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically that covers our section one, where we cover the news headlines that impact the real estate market.
Okay. So yeah, please like and subscribe our channel. But don't miss out our part two, where we are covering the market trends. Actually, we are talking about the actual data, and also we would give some glimpse of mortgage rate changes as well.
Right. So don't forget to watch our part two, where we cover the mortgage rate changes and market trends.
Yeah. See you there.
See you soon.